This is a stupid song, it just goes on and on. You might find some meaning, but you would be wrong.
Okay, so for those of you that watch us on YouTube as opposed to listen to us on iTunes, I've got a little bit of multimedia here to back up some of my stupid people's news this week. So it's good. Now, first off, trevorstrong.org, thanks for the usage of the song. Put up the video for the first one. Sure. And I'm going to talk over it, all right? So this first one, this was sent to us by podcast listener Kayfabe Soup. And it was originally reported by WTXF Fox 29 out of Philly on February 17. So 2 would-be burglars had a little mishap during an attempted break-in on Valentine's Day in Shanghai. And the whole thing was caught on surveillance video. Not just putting the video up for you guys that watch us on YouTube. You can take a look at this video. So they were both wielding a brick. They were going towards the place they wanted to break into. One guy was kind of in front of the other one. The guy in front threw his brick at a window first. Then he attempted to get out of the way of the second guy when the second guy was throwing his brick. And he inadvertently walked right into the path of the incoming brick from the second guy. Got clocked right in the head. He went down and out. And his friend decided, forget the break-in, and he actually dragged his friend away from the scene. So I thought that was a pretty glorious one.
I saw that when somebody sent that to us. I obnoxiously cackled. Mm-hmm. One of my favorite, I'm kind of new to Reddit, but one of my favorite subreddits is like the karma subreddits and the justice served subreddits where people just get what's coming to them. Mm-hmm. Ooh, that was so good.
He got clocked hard too.
Real hard.
Yeah, he did.
Let's hospital hard.
Yes.
Might never recover, gonna have trouble forming sentences hard.
On the side of the head. Yeah, he did. Yeah.
I watch Home Alone sometimes. You know what? One of the Fightful favorites. And I see Macaulay Culkin heaving those bricks down at Daniel Stern, and I'm like, bro, a little too much. That was hard.
It's called The Movie, Sean.
Yeah, but come on. Have you seen the video where they broke down how many times they would have died in the movie?
Yeah, of course.
Pretty great.
I mean, I think they were electrocuted and stuff in that movie.
Hell yeah, they were.
This next one, and I know that you watch the show kind of on delay, Sean, so you're going to want to check this out. We have a photo, and Nigel, put the photo up while I read this one off. So this was reported by KXLY-TV out of Spokane, Washington on February 16th. A 47-year-old man out of Post Falls, Idaho named Brett K. Anderson stole a bunch of irrigation pipe from a farm field, and then he tried to transport it to a recycling facility to sell it. Problem was, the pipes came in 40-foot sections, and he decided that he was going to try to transport them by sticking them out the side window of a Chevy Impala. For those of you that are not watching this on the video, you can probably envision what that looked like.
Where are the polar bears?
In Idaho?
Yeah, man, that's kind of close. They would migrate, I would imagine.
Okay, so these pipes ended up extending out the side window of his car into oncoming traffic. And so as he was driving to the recycling facility, he ended up hitting and damaging several vehicles that he passed. And he was arrested for possession of stolen property, possession of drug paraphernalia, petty theft, and reckless driving.
As a former owner of a Chevy Impala, I can tell you this is a harebrained scheme to begin with.
Do you think you could get 40-foot pipes inside your Chevy Impala if you still had it?
Hell no.
Yeah, it'd be a bit of a problem.
And it's a luxury sedan, is what they say. But my God, you see that? He's just going to clothesline every car coming down the road.
That's kind of what happened. Yeah.
Now, given where I'm from, this type of stuff is a big problem where people will
steering irrigation pipes.
Well, they break into houses and they'll steal copper wire and shit like that and try to go sell it at recycling plants and whatever the hell they have. I can't pretend I've ever seen that one though.
Wouldn't the recycling facility immediately receive these irrigation pipes and know there's a problem?
You would think, right?
Yeah, you think. Anyway, so this last one. This kind of sort of falls under the Sean Ross Sapp file. Kind of, sort of. So it's not penises and it's not shit, but it is flatulence. So it kind of sort of fits under the Sean Ross Sapp file. It was reported by the UK Metro on February 17th. So a man boarded a flight called Transavia Airlines, which is, I think it's a Dutch discount airline. And the flight was going from Dubai to Amsterdam. This guy on the plane refused to stop farting.
Refused.
He just, yeah. So he kept farting, and apparently the air became so putrid that other passengers were complaining to the crew. And the crew was telling the passengers, I mean, there's really nothing they could do about it, about the situation. The man was apparently asked, if he could mind, what he's doing, and he apparently would just continue to let them rip. And eventually, his performance caused a fight to break out with the two men sitting next to him on the plane. And the whole situation caused the pilot to decide to make an emergency landing in Austria.
Oh.
Yeah, they actually made an emergency landing in Austria.
I'm tired of this motherfucking flash. This motherfucking plane.
Now, here's the best part. So they land in Austria. The police come on the plane. They find out what happened. They removed the farter and the two men that he fought with. Removed them from the plane.
Whoa, sir, we run a media outlet. The alleged farter. The alleged farter. He has been convicted of nothing thus far.
Well, here's the thing. The Austrian authorities let him go because they claimed that he hadn't broken any Austrian laws. Since they landed in Austria, they claim, well, he didn't break any laws in Austria. I mean, we farted on planes all the time in Vienna. So
listen, if it wasn't a fart, he would get a hold of something else and make it smell. I don't want to hear about this fart control at a time like this. It's not going to help anything.
Now, Sean, let me ask you this,
man. He
man.
has the right to fart if he so chooses.
Oh, and he did.
You cannot cause issues with responsible farters because one nut job just did something crazy.
So let me ask you this, man.